Hey guys, it's Aditya again with Inspira Advantage. Thanks so much for joining us on our How to Get into Medical School web series. Today we're going to be talking briefly about the Casper for medical school applications. The Casper stands for Computer-Based Assessment for Sampling Personal Characteristics. And it's fairly similar to the multiple mini interview format that a lot of medical schools have been adopting recently. The Casper is a new addition that a few medical schools are now using, given that research has shown that it predicts possible future success in medical school. It mainly tests personal behavioral characteristics and how you would respond to hypothetical situations within the medical field. It's designed to analyze your behavioral tendencies and how you would react to certain situations. It'll test certain characteristics such as collaboration, communication, empathy, and your emotional intelligence when dealing with situations that are either stressful or spontaneous in nature. And the Casper test usually lasts around 1.5 hours to 2 hours in length. The Casper test format is divided into 14 questions divided into 2 sections. The first section is a video response section, in which you'll have to respond to about 4 video scenarios and 2 word-based scenarios. And the second section is a typed word section. Here you'll respond to 3 word-based scenarios and 5 video-based scenarios. For word-based scenarios, you'll be provided with a prompt about a situation that might happen when you're a physician. Let's take, for example, a situation where you're working in the ER and a patient comes in requesting pain medications, and the only thing that they say will work is a heavy dose of a painkiller such as an opiate. You'll then be asked questions about how you would respond to such a situation, what are the things going through your mind, and how you would handle the situation if the situation was ever elevated or the patient kept insisting that this is the only way to go. There isn't really a right or wrong answer, just like with the MMI format, but it is really important to justify everything that you're thinking and doing. For the video-based question, instead of giving you a written prompt, they'll have you watch a short little video and then you'll answer some questions afterwards. Keep in mind that you'll definitely need a webcam for this exam because there are some video-based responses where you'll have to speak into the camera for your response. So how do you get prepared for a test such as the Casper? Just like with MMIs, there isn't really a way to be prepared for what they're going to ask you. It's more about making sure that your thought process is fully laid out instead of picking the right answer. Another example of a question you might be asked is thinking of a time that you had to sacrifice. You'll have to briefly describe the sacrifice and what exactly you did. They could ask you a question about whether you regretted making that decision or that sacrifice in the first place. And obviously, they're always looking to see what you learned from the situation. That's almost a universal question that may be asked for any scenario. What did you learn from the experience that you went through? So it's important to be in a reflective mindset when going through this examination. That's perhaps the best way to prepare for this type of test. Really understand the why behind the decisions and events that occurred in whatever you're mentioning in the exam. The Casper test is administered by both MD and DO schools. Please check out a full list of medical schools that require the Casper examination on our Inspira Advantage blog. I know it seems like an added stressful component on top of the essays and letters of recommendation, but if you're able to really nail this part of the application, you could definitely increase your chances of being considered by those medical schools. Well, thanks so much for joining us on this brief video about the Casper. If it is used by the medical school that you're hoping to apply to, definitely give it your all, as it's an important part of the application that they'll use to distinguish you from other applicants. If you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe below. We'll be making more videos as the medical school application process comes into full swing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.